And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get underway. And pitching in this game, Roki Sasaki.
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
And now, O'Neal Cruz. He's going to finish with a new career high in stolen bases, Chris. And that misses. And this one is off and running. Clips the corner, and the count even 1-1.
Oh, here's a deal not everyone remembers. Cruz was actually signed by the Dodgers in 2015, but Los Angeles dealt him to Pittsburgh in 2017 for Tony Watson. That's a rare trade the Dodgers just might regret.
Swing and a miss. Strike three. That one came in at 99.
Bird gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And he swings through that one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1 ball, 2 strike.
And that's outside.
Plate, ball 2.
Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
To Betts at second for 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Back here in L.A., and today's starter, Mitch Keller.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Brings it in, and there's 1 down. Here's Mookie now. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
0-1.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it drops in. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now he launches a throw over his head. And he'll pull into second safely.
Oh, that's just an unacceptable error right there. Just kind of lackadaisical in getting it back into the infield, and there's really no excuse for that. Turned a simple single into a runner in scoring position now.
Betts leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And foul ball. And he deals to the right side. In plenty of time to first, and Freeman is retired.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. And that misses. And it's 1-0. 2 outs with a runner at third. Up the middle, hauls it in to end the inning. 1 left for L.A., scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Joey Bart now.
Joey Bart.
Sasaki back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Out to short. Bats up with it. Throws across the diamond. Gets the catcher by a step. Now batting Key Brian Hayes.
I believe we talked about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Swing and a miss at a slider. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent, so you got to stay ready up there.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Alexander Canario stands in now and watches strike one. A little out front there as he swings through it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second. And now the veteran third baseman, Max Muncy. And a ground ball to first. And that goes foul. Next offering is fouled back. Swings and misses. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Cruz makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. The batter will be Michael Conforto. And a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Base hit.
Batting 8th,
Batted
second
first,
baseman,
Miguel Rojas. Now at the plate. On the ground to the left, Hayes. Tosses to first, and that's the 3rd out. So the Dodgers leave 1. On to the 3rd inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Matt Gorski. Right through there for a strike. Sasaki, a righty that throws with power. 23 years old, and he was born in Japan.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Some really good tunnel action there. That's a picture-perfect slider to get the strikeout. Starts over the middle of the plate and then dives hard off the outside corner. You know, he's probably thinking about the fastball they got the pitch before, and there's no way to hold up when you tunnel that well.
And he hits a ground ball right side to first, and a couple of quick outs. Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And a breaking ball catches the corner at the knees. Strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Check swing, no appeal.
That pitch wasn't even close, and they still got a check swing out of it. He's going to have to make an adjustment and make it fast.
Ground ball right side. What a stop from his knees to throw, and they get the out. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Tommy Edman. Line drive, fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And 1 pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame. You know, these Dodgers definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Mookie digs in here. And that one fouled off. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
No ball,
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
That misses the zone. Going to count 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a
swing and a ground ball. Sends it across the first, and the first run of the game comes across. Here comes the 2024 World Series MVP to the plate. Freddie Freeman was good all postseason, but man, the World Series was something else.
Yeah, probably the easiest.
Tosses to first, and Freeman is retired. Start of the fourth, and now O'Neal Cruz. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, Boog, I know it's obvious, but you just can't miss Cruz when he's on the field. I've never seen a player like him. I mean, he's 6'7", weighs 220 pounds, and is the tallest shortstop in the history of Major League Baseball.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Sasaki throws over. Cruz back on a dive.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind him. This
runner on the go. Ball outside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Man at second. Swings through that one for strike one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Move to second. Cruz dives back in safely. In the air, left side. Conforto makes the grab, and there's one away. And now it's Andrew McCutchen. 0 for 1 so far. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Strike 2. 1 out and a runner at second. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
This is Joey Bart. And that's through there for a strike. The next offering misses. And that is ball 1. And a foul ball. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Pirates nothing. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Foul ball there.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
In the air, right field. McCutcheon. And there's one down.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here's Max Muncy.
Muncy.
He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
They get the out on Muncy.
Up next for the Dodgers, catcher.
2 down,
Will
bases empty.
Smith.
Will Smith to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
And that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, left fielder, Michael.
And here is Michael Conforto. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
The count.
Smith, the runner at first with 2 gone. Cut on and lifted in the air. Gorski makes the catch. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 left for LA, but they lead it 1-0. New inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Sasaki back to work. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1.
You know, these Pirates need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going. Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there. Well, that's the moneymaker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, it's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Canario takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. And that drops in for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Now batting.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Matt Gorski. That one out to right. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Up next for the Dodgers, center fielder.
And here comes Tommy Edman. A double and a run scored his first time up. Ball 1, no strikes.
You know, these Dodgers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Grounder might be 2. There's 1. He's out. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. 0 for 2 in this one. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. Bregman around second. Throw into third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Runners at the corners here. One away. Now it's Mookie Betts.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run.
In the air out towards right center. McCutchen running hard to get it. Drops into the glove. Runner tagging and heading for home. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Cruz pulls it down, and that'll do it. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're through 5. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Pirates nothing. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Jared Triolo. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
He's got it. And there's one down. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. Right through there for a strike. Kiner-Falefa in his 8th season, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2013. Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Sasaki.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days. But
well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Pirates nothing. Bottom of the 6th. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
And the Pirates manager. So a man at first. Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy. Grounded to third. Could be 2. There's 1. Relay to first. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Liner, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Michael Conforto will climb in. 1 for 2. That one at triple digits.
0-1.
Late on that fastball.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Got him swinging. So the Dodgers leave 1 but they're on top 2-0. Back here in L.A., we go to the top of the 7th. Ryan Reynolds here. And that is out of play. Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
That one fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. Strike 2.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
1 down, bases empty. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Joey Bart.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Hernandez right there to make the grab. And that is that. Set for the last half of the 7th. Miguel Rojas at the plate. And a pitch. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
So 2 balls and no strikes.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That one the other way. Hauls it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
That one down the line. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter Shohei Ohtani.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Ground ball right side. Reynolds throws to first in time. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Pirates nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. At the plate, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now, this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
0-1's the count.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are heavy.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move.
Now pitching.
The left-hander on now, Alex Vesia. The southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Right through there for a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
In the air, right side. Fair ball. Now it's Alexander Canario, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Inside, just missed.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know.
And that one gets away at the plate. Runner stays where he is, but the count moves to 2-0. Tying run at the plate. Check swing, and he went. And it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And it remains 2-2. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that's the first out.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Gorski, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pick.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out in the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Slider squirts away. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Line drive, and no one can get there. Runner around third. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
2 outs. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with the pickoff artist on the mound.
Line to right, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. O'Neal Cruz. Digs in now. 1 for 3. And that one missing low. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
And a slider misses down and away.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's Mookie to hit. Schemes back to work. That to right. Puts it away for the out. Here's Freddie Freeman now. 0 for 3 in this one. The other way. 2 away. So 2 down now, and here is Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a ball popped up. Triolo. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Dodgers all set to start the.
Now. Pitching for the Dodgers, number 59, Evan.
First pitch, and he just misses. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Ball, 1 strike.
And that's
Oh, that's off the
outside.
plate.
Yeah, that's ball 2. That one to first, and a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Really protected with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Squirts away a little bit, and it's a ball and a strike as the runner holds. On the ground, and it stays fair. Conforto whips it back in quickly as the tying run is forced to stop at second. Joey Bart getting ready to hit. Down the line. And that will drop foul. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the
and a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out. Now the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Swings and misses. That is strike 2.
2 is the count.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, but no advance from the runners. So they're down to their final out. Next is the Pirates DH, Alexander Canario. And here comes the Dodgers.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 38, Kirby Yates.
Outside low, ball 1.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
2 on, 2 outs. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just...
Strike 3, got him swinging. And that is the ball game. Sasaki with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.